Hello friends, welcome to Bankers Platform. So friends, today in this video we will be discussing a new topic. So if you are new to our channel, so you can just subscribe our channel and let's start. So today we will be discussing the miscellaneous forex facilities. So what are the miscellaneous forex facilities are available, and this will help you in your exam, and here you can expect 2 to 3 marks from this topic. So 2 to 3 marks can be expected from this topic. So let's start. Miscellaneous Forex facility. So here some questions are there which are in the form of FAQs. Okay. So these questions we will be saying and how we have to apply in the exam. Okay. So first is here that this is a legal framework for administration of foreign exchange transaction in India. So it is as per the FEMA Act 1999. Okay. So when this FEMA Act has come, it has come into force with effect from 1st June 2000. It has come. Okay. So all the transactions involving foreign exchange have been classified either as capital or current account transaction. So this we have already discussed in our previous video. Current account transaction and capital account transaction we have already discussed. And in terms of Section 5 of FEMA, person resident in India are free to buy or sell foreign exchange for any current account transaction, except for those for which withdrawal of foreign exchange has been prohibited by the central government. So this question can be asked that from on what basis? Okay, on what basis this a person can freely a person can freely buy or sell the foreign exchange. So then you can say Section 5 of FEMA. Okay. As per Section 5 of FEMA, a person can easily, freely buy or sell the foreign exchange for any current account transaction, okay, except for those that is prohibited by the government. So if anything is prohibited, that transaction cannot be done. Okay. So in this, what are the such uh, things which are prohibited? So first is lottery winnings, okay, remittance of income from racing or riding or any other hobby, remittance for purchase of lottery ticket, banned or proscribed magazine, football pools, sweepstakes, etc. Okay, remittance of dividend by any company to which the requirement of dividend balancing is applicable, payment of commission on export under rupee state credit route, except commission up to 10% of invoice value of export of tea and tobacco. So these are the different things for which the payment cannot be made. Payment of commission on export made towards equity investment in joint venture or wholly owned subsidiary abroad of Indian companies, remittance of income on funds held in non-resident special rupee account scheme, and paid to a callback services of telephone. So these are the various things for which the transaction is prohibited. Okay, so you have to remember that prohibited items many times. These prohibited items are asked for 2 to 3 marks. For 2 to 3 marks, these prohibited items are asked. So you can just remember this, and this point will be very helpful for you in the exam. Okay. Other than that, current account transaction rules are there, and let's see these FAQs which are available here. Okay, so first FAQ that you can see, that is authorized dealer. So an authorized dealer is any person specified by Reserve Bank under Section 10A of FEMA. Okay, so this authorized dealer is authorized by RBI under Section 10(1) of FEMA 1999 to deal in foreign exchange securities or foreign exchange or securities. Okay. And normally includes bank. So in this normally banks will be there who are authorized dealer. Okay. So banks are the authorized dealer. So who are the authorized dealer by RBI to sell foreign exchange for travel purpose? So foreign exchange can be purchased by any authorized person. Authorized person is authorized dealer. Okay. AD category 1 bank, AD category 2, full-fledged money changer are also permitted to release exchange for business and private visit. Okay. So how much foreign currency can be carried in cash for travel abroad? So from here also we have seen 1 marks question and it was asked that how much up to what amount it is allowed. So that is 3,000 per visit. Okay. So traveler going to all countries other than A and B. Okay. So other than A and B are allowed to purchase foreign currency notes or coin up to 3,000 per visit. Balance amount can be carried out in the form of store value card, traveler check, or banker's draft. Okay. Exception to this that is A. That here now other than A and B. So A is what? Travelers proceeding to Iraq and Libya. So traveler proceeding to Iraq and Libya who can draw foreign exchange in the form of foreign currency note and coin not exceeding $5,000 or its equivalent per visit. Okay, and B is travelers proceeding to Islamic Republic of Iran, Russia Federation, and other Republic of Commonwealth. Okay, so they can draw entire foreign exchange that is up to $250,000 in the form of foreign currency notes. Okay. So for traveler proceeding for Hajj, Umrah pilgrimage, full amount of entitlement that is $250,000 in cash or up to cash limit as specified by the Hajj Committee of India may be released by authorized dealer and full-fledged money changer. So these all points you have to remember. This is very important. Okay, whatever we are doing that is very important and it will definitely give you 2 to 3 marks in the exam and if you remember all these points properly. And from here, already we have seen that 2 to 3 marks questions are asked in the previous exam. So next is how much Indian currency can be brought in while coming into India. So if somebody is coming from abroad, okay, somebody coming from abroad to India, okay, he's coming from abroad to India, then how much amount this person, any person can bring into India. So a resident of India who has gone outside on a temporary visit may bring into India at time of his return from any place outside India other than Nepal and Bhutan. Currency note of Government of India, Reserve Bank of India notes up to an amount not exceeding 25,000. So this you can remember up to 25,000 a person can get Indian rupees when he is coming from outside India other than Nepal and Bhutan. Okay. A person may bring into India from Nepal or Bhutan currency notes of Government of India and Reserve Bank of India notes in denomination not exceeding 100 rupees. So they can get the money, but their denomination should not exceed 100 rupees. Okay. Any person resident outside India not being a citizen of Pakistan and Bangladesh, and also not a traveler coming from and going to Pakistan and Bangladesh and visiting India may bring into Indian currency note of Government of India and RBI notes up to amount not exceeding 25,000 while entering only through an airport. So you can remember this that 25,000 is the amount that any person can get from abroad. Okay, from abroad to India. That is 25. And if it is Nepal and Bhutan, okay, Nepal and Bhutan, then you have to remember that he can also bring amount, but denomination should not be more than 100 rupees. Okay, let's see next. How much foreign exchange can be brought in while visiting India? Okay, so while visiting India, how much they can get? Okay, this was for coming into India. This is for only visiting purpose. So a person coming into India from abroad can bring with him foreign exchange without any limit. So without any limit, he can get. However, if aggregate value of foreign exchange in the form of currency note, bank note, traveler check brought exceed 10,000 or its equivalent, the value of foreign currency alone exceed 5,000 or its equivalent, it should be declared in custom authority at airport in the CDF form. Okay, on arrival in India. So any person is coming to India, okay, and they are having more than 10,000. Okay, more than 10,000 foreign currency, including like here they have given traveler check, bank notes, and foreign currency notes. Okay, traveler check is also there and it is exceeding 10,000. And the value of foreign currency alone exceeds 5,000. So they have to declare this in CDF form, custom declaration form. Okay, sorry, currency. C for currency declaration form. So this currency declaration form they have to give when they are arriving in India. Okay, if the value exceeds 10,000. If it is up to 5,000, no need. Okay, so it is exceeding. Okay, then it is required. And they can get any amount. This question is also asked. Whatever we are discussing, these all are very important. So I have directly taken this from the RBI website so that there will be no confusion that this data is correct or that data is correct. So from here, we can understand. And this is updated on 21st October 21. So this is the updated version of this. So it is very helpful for you. Okay. So next is, can one pay by cash full rupee equivalent of foreign exchange being purchased for traveler abroad? Okay. So if they want to purchase foreign exchange, like currency they want to exchange, so they have to do can they do in cash, full cash payment? So they can do, but below 50,000. Okay. However, if the sale of foreign exchange is for amount equivalent 50,000 and above, the entire payment should be made by way of cross check, banker check, pay order, DD, debit card, credit card, prepaid card. Okay, so up to 50,000. So up to 50,000 in cash, it is allowed for an exchange. Okay, up to 50,000 in cash, uh, up to 50, other than they have to give DD, they can give check, okay, another instrument which is routed through banking channel. So that they have to do. So, is there any time frame for traveler who has returned to India to surrender foreign exchange? Very, very important question. This is also on return from a foreign trip, traveler are required to surrender unspent foreign exchange. Okay, held in the form of currency note and traveler check within 180 days. Okay, so when they are returning from that within 180 days, always remember 180 days within that they have to return. They have to return the foreign currency. Okay. However, they are free to retain. However, they are free to retain foreign exchange up to 2,000 in the form of currency note or traveler check for future use or credit to their resident foreign currency domestic account. Okay. So up to 2,000 they can keep 2,000 USD. They can keep in the form of currency note, traveler check, or they can credit to their RFC account. So, should foreigner coin be surrendered to any authorized dealer on return from abroad? So, the resident can hold foreign coins without any limit. Okay. So, if they're having the coins for one, sorry, 10,000, if they're having coins for 10,000 USD, they can retain. Okay. There is no limit. Like here it is given, there is no limit for coins. This question is also asked in the exam of May. In May exam, this was asked. So this topic is very favorite of the examiner. So he will definitely picking 2 to 3 marks question from this area. Okay. To know that whether you know the guideline related to these foreign exchange facilities. Is there any category of visit which require prior approval? Okay, so prior approval is required for Reserve Bank or Government of India. So dance troops, artists, etc., who wish to undertake cultural tour abroad should obtain prior approval from Ministry of Human Resource Development and Government of India, New Delhi. Okay. So whether permission is required for receiving grant or donation from abroad under the FCRA Act 1976. So for FCRA Act is administration and monitored by Ministry of Home Affairs. Okay, their address is given. So no specific approval from RBI is required in this regard. So specific approval is not required for taking the donation. Okay, for taking donation in under FCRA. Okay. So if they're taking donation from abroad, if anybody is taking any trust or NGO is taking uh, donation from abroad, they should have FCRA certificate. Okay. And this also you can remember this FCRA certificate is valid for 5 years. Okay. And for FCRA, there should be one FCRA account. And earlier any bank can open the FCRA account, but now there's a restriction. Okay. Now there's a restriction. Only SBI Parliament Street branch. Okay. SBI Parliament Street branch is there in Delhi. Only this branch can open the FCRA account. No other bank can open the FCRA account. But for like all over the India, so many people are there, so many uh, FCRA certificate holders are there. So for their convenience, only they can open a local account, local FCRA account in which credit should come only from SBI. Suppose from foreign they are receiving the fund in SBI account. So everybody cannot go to SBI Parliament Street branch and do transaction. So what they will do from net banking or from any instruction, they will transfer the fund to their local FCRA account and then they can utilize it for any purpose. Okay. So this local FCRA account will be there, but in this restriction is that only fund will come from SBI. No other fund is allowed to be credited in this local FCRA account. So FCRA also we have done. Now question number 11. Who is permitted to hold international credit card and international debit card for undertaking foreign exchange transaction? So bank authorized to deal in foreign exchange are permitted to issue this debit card and credit card international. Okay, to resident individual for drawing cash or making payment. So this can be used only permissible current account transaction and uses of this international debit card shall be within LRS limit. So what is the LRS limit? That you all should know. That is 2,50,000 dollars. Okay. 2,50,000 dollars, 2.5 lakh USD. This is the LRS limit. So that limit should be that transaction should be within the limit. Okay. So AD Bank can also issue store value card, okay, charge card, smart card, and other than traveling on private buses, business visit abroad, which can be used for making payment. Okay, so these things can be given, but it should be in LRS limit. Okay. Next is how much jewelry can be carried while going abroad. So taking personal jewelry out of India is as per baggage rule governed by custom department. Okay. So in that RBI is required in case approval, if any required from custom. So this is not for us. Okay. So next, can a resident extend local hospitality to a non-resident? A person resident in India is free to make any payment in Indian rupee towards meeting expenses on account of boarding, lodging, services related to traveler to and from and within India of a person resident outside who is on a visit. Okay. So next, can resident purchase ticket in India for travel not touching India? So that can also be done. Resident may book ticket. So that should be in the limit of 2,50,000 dollars. Is meeting a is meeting of medical expense of an NRI close relative in India by a resident individual permitted. So where medical expenses in respect of NRI close relative. So this section relative is defined in section 277 of Companies Act are paid by a resident individual. Such payment being in nature of resident to resident transaction may be covered under the term services related. Okay. So that has nothing to do with FEMA. So can a person resident in India hold asset outside India? So in terms of subsection 4 of section 6 of the FEMA Act 1999, a person resident a person resident in India is free to hold, own, transfer, invest in foreign currency, foreign security, or any immovable property situated outside India if such currency, security, or property was acquired, held, or owned by such person when he was resident outside India or inherited from a person who was resident outside India. Okay. So further, a resident individual can also acquire and other asset overseas under LRS. So resident individual can also purchase immovable property outside. So here they have given a person resident of India is defined in section 2, 5 of FEMA 99 as. So these are the points which define a person resident in India. Okay. So we are at the end of this session. I hope so. You are benefited from this. So if you remember all these points, so it will definitely give you 2 to 3 marks, which we are expecting. Okay. So 2 to 3 marks is expected from this topic, and it can be more than that also. Okay. 2 to 3 marks is minimum, maximum up to 5 marks also it can be in the exam. Okay. So thank you, friends. Thanks for watching. So do hit the like button if you are benefited from our video and subscribe to our channel if you have not subscribed. Thank you, friends. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.